Ukraine's bid to get a membership of the European Union has gotten a major boost. Earlier today, the EU President Ursula von der Leyen recommended the vote-on country for an EU candidate status.
Let me start with Ukraine. The Commission recommends to the Council, first, that Ukraine is given European perspective, and second, that Ukraine is given candidate status. This is of course, on the understanding that the country will carry out a number of further important reforms.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has welcomed the recommendation. In a tweet, Zelensky said that I commend the positive conclusion on Ukraine's candidate status. It is the first step on the EU membership path that will certainly bring our victory closer. I expect the positive result from the EU core next week. The bid, however, is not as simple as it sounds. There are some caveats. The European Commission has asked Ukraine to make some reforms. The suggested reforms are related to the rule of law, oligarchs, human rights, and systemic corruption.
So in sum, a lot has been achieved, but of course, important work remains. I have discussed all this with President Zelensky and Prime Minister Shmyhal when I was in Kyiv around about 10 days ago, and I got a very telling reply by President Zelensky. He said, you know, even if we would not apply for European membership, these are all reforms that are necessary and that are good for the country, and we would have to do them anyway because it's for Ukrainian democracy. Of course, we know that not everything can be achieved as long as a war rages in the country. But many of these issues can nevertheless already be addressed.
It was not just Ukraine, but Moldova was also given the recommendation by the EU chief. The development comes amid opposition from some EU countries, including the Netherlands and Denmark, that do not support the inclusion of more countries in the bloc. Ukraine won the backing of France, Germany, Italy and Romania on Thursday, the recommendation paving the way for EU leaders to sign off on it at a summit next week in Brussels. This comes after top European nation leaders visited Kyiv yesterday and promised to back Ukraine's membership bid. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.